Now, the thing about it was I wanted this done right now, right? So in order for things to be done quickly, to be done right now, like in a day, in 2 days, in 24 hours. Greetings, beautiful ones. How you doing? Good, good. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness, I have something to tell you. I have got to share this with you because it's just like so fantastic, and I know that since I've done it, you can do it too. And it kind of blew my mind a little bit. Like, this is the fastest that anything has ever showed up in my life. And you know what? I have things show up pretty fast, right? I have things show up pretty fast in my life, but this was like 24 hours and boom, it was there. Like, I was like, whoa. So I know that you guys have heard a lot about this robotic affirming and like affirming. People are talking about affirming for 6 hours to change your mindset and all kinds of things. And you know what? There is always, as my grandmother used to say, more than one way to skin a cat, right? She used to tell us that all the time. There's more than one way to skin a cat. And so, not a literal cat, y'all. So I feel like you have to do what works for you, right? When it comes to manifesting, you just kind of take the pieces that everybody gives you and you put them together to create that piece that is going to work for you and how you would like to do things. So recently, I was wanting to take a trip because I just needed to get a break, right? I just needed a break. I needed to just go away for the weekend. I only wanted 4 days, right? To book a trip 4 days and go to the Caribbean, which is where I went, it's pretty costly, right? And so I never really look at the cost of things, because then it creates this lack mindset, which creates this budget mentality, which I'm not available for, right? So what I did was I was like, okay, so let me sit down with a pencil and paper, right? I started to script out how I wanted this to unfold. And as I scripted out how I wanted it to unfold, I began to see it, I began to feel it, I got happy, I got excited about it, I started thinking about what I would wear, what I would do when I was there, where I wanted to stay, everything, right? So as I scripted it out, I began to say, I am so. And I started to add words to that, right? So I started to say those things multiple times. I did not affirm for 6 hours. I did not sit in the room by myself. I did not do any of that. Because I feel like when you are creating a mindset for manifesting in abundance and you're trying to change your vibrational frequency, you have to do things that you can do all the time. I personally do not have time to just focus on something for 6 hours. And I know that people say, well, you're thinking all the time anyway. You absolutely are, but you're not thinking about the same thing for 6 hours straight. At least I'm not. So I needed to do this in a way that worked for me. So what I did was I started to script it out, and then I would start saying I am about the thing I wanted. Like, I'm so happy to be sitting on the beach with this drink, and I am so happy to not be connected to my phone or my computer this weekend. I am so happy. So I started there, right? And as I began to start there, my writing began to get more fluid because I was happy. I was in the vibration of doing that thing. So I feel like it's very important when you are trying to speed up your manifestation to be in the, what they call the vortex, but I call it the feeling of that thing, right? Because if you're in the feeling of your end result, right? Not waiting for your end result to happen, but you're already in the feeling of that end result, the subconscious starts to spin and says, okay, all right, so this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. The universe starts to align to bring that thing to you. So as I was feeling really, really good about it, as I stated, my writing became a lot more fluid, right? And I teach this not only in the membership on the channel, but our scripting packets have it. I've talked about this a lot before, but this is what I did to speed it up. So you can do and say and affirm all that you want all day long. You can robotically affirm. You can use the Parrot app to affirm. You can record yourself on audio. You can record my affirmations and replay them over and over and over again. But if you are not currently present in that thing, right? If you're not currently present in the feeling of that thing, it's not going to flow as quickly. And another key is not only just being present for the thing, right? Feeling it, being excited about it, knowing that it's happening, operating in that. You know what? I'm the type that's, I'm going to wear this swimming suit. I'm going to wear this kimono. I'm going to do this. I'm going to go get this done. I got to get my nails done. I really get into my manifestations. I really feel like if I spend 5 to 10 minutes in that space, really giving it energy and really operating my faith and really trusting and believing that the universe is going to deliver it, baby, it's as good as done. Now, the thing about it was I wanted this done right now, right? So in order for things to be done quickly, to be done right now, like in a day, in 2 days, in 24 hours, you have to get yourself in a place where you believe and you know that that is possible. It doesn't matter if it's $10 or $10 million. It doesn't matter if it's a trip to the Caribbean or a trip to the grocery store. It doesn't matter. You have to know that at this present moment in your life, right now, right at this second, that thing is happening. If you can't feel it, if you can't believe that it's happening, if you can't come out of the space that you take the time to spend 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, if you choose to spend 6 hours, I mean, that's your choice. If you don't come out of that space, even if you stay in it for 6 hours, if you do not come out of that space knowing that the thing that you're asking for is done, having the faith, did you hear me? The faith that it has already happened, and you're just waiting on that call, or you're just waiting on this, or you're just waiting on that physical moment for it to show up, but you know it's already done. So you're excited and prepared, and you're anticipating, and you're expecting it because you know that it's done. You're not going to see it show up quickly. When I came out of the space, I was in the space for 15 minutes, right? Because this was huge. I'm talking about what was it? Like a $12,000 trip in 2 days that I manifested. $12,000 in 2 days. All inclusive, all accommodations, first class travel, transportation when I got there, private villa, 2 days, right? Now let me say this. The interesting thing about it is that I could have easily just booked it and went on about my business, right? But that's not how I wanted to do it. Because if I would have done it that way, it would have cost me double what I paid for it, right? Because TT likes to travel in luxury. I want to stay in the most beautiful places. I want to travel easy and effortless. I want first class accommodations with everything that I do, and I get that, right? So I really had to get into this vibration of this is happening, not this is going to happen, not this will happen, not I kind of feel like this is going to happen. I was in the vibration of this is happening. This is happening right now. This is happening. I feel so good about it. After I did all my work, you want me to tell you the key that unlocked the door? Y'all ready for the key? It was my gratitude. I gave thanks in advance for the completion of what I was asking for. I didn't wait until it showed up because I knew it was showing up. I didn't wait until I had evidence of that thing. I didn't wait until I could see it, right? I gave thanks right then. And I said, I thank you in advance. I thank you in the present. I thank you for this now. A lot of times we want to wait until the universe does something for us. We want to wait till God does something for us. And then we're like, oh, thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When you should be giving thanks constantly, right? Gratitude is the key. And a lot of people will teach, you should show gratitude, or you should write down things you're thankful for. You should constantly be in a state of gratitude. Because gratitude is going to open the door. Because I was so thankful. And I was expecting this to be now. Not this is going to happen. This is happening. So I need to get ready. I need to go ahead and plan what I'm going to wear. I'm going to go. I went upstairs. I got my suitcases out. I started laying out clothes. Because I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt I was going. And you know what? I went. So I'm telling you guys this to say that you have to do what works for you. But there are key components that just need to be there. Expecting it, having faith and believing for it. Why would you ask for something that you don't believe for? Like, who does that? Who asks for something that you don't believe you can have? And if you cannot believe for $12,000, right? If you can't believe for that, if you can only believe for $5,000 or $500 or $50, start there. Start with what you can believe for and build your faith muscle, right? Because no matter what you do, you've got to believe for what you're asking for, because that's the only way that it is going to show up. All right, y'all. I just had to jump on and tell y'all about that. Y'all see I'm all tan, right? I had a great time. All right. I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.